What's going on, peoples? This is Red Blizzard back at you once again. Blessing the Chi Town. Tonight we're gonna talk about a lot of these women out here that want something for nothing. Yeah, good old Chicago, never let you down. A lot of these women out here want something for nothing. We're gonna talk about it. All you gotta do is listen to them talk. You listen to them talk in person, and when I say them, you can even be. It can go towards the women in your family, your siblings, your aunties, your cousins. Just you can listen to them talk. When you're on social media, you can you can read some of the stupid things they say. They want everything with no sacrifices being given on their part at all. So you want the man to be perfect and have everything, and you don't have to bring anything to the table. And when you get to the table, I'm guessing you probably expect the table should be all set up and the meal be prepared already because a lot of y'all don't cook anyway. Don't know how to cook, not even trying to learn how to cook. But you want everything to be set and laid out for you. See, in today's times in 2020, these women not gonna build with you. They're not gonna come to you on the ground floor and grind with you. No, 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 no. You're just the key in the ignition to them. They just need to use you to drive the car. They could care less about you. They could lose you and get another key to drive the same car. And this is the sad state of affairs that we're living in the year 2020. And that was one of the great things that could have ever come out of this pandemic, because a lot of you guys was able to really, really get to know your woman. Because beforehand, when both of you were able to get out and move around and do what you needed to do, you can pretty much juggle how much time here, how much time there that you spend with each other. So during that time, what happens? She puts on her mask. But during this pandemic, they don't have any choice. Even if they don't like it or want it to happen, those masks slowly starts to slip off their face. And then at that point, you really get to see what you're dealing with. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to have to do anything. They are sitting at the finish line waiting for the winners to cross the finish line, whoever the winner is. But little do they know, once the winner get past the finish line, they just gonna look right past them and keep going. They got things to do. They got a purpose to fulfill. And because of that, what's established at that point? An never-ending cycle. But the root cause of this cycle is a lot of women out there want something for nothing. They don't want to compete. They don't want to work for it. They think they're above it. Nowadays, you look at some of these profiles. You can go on some of these dating apps and look at the in the comment portion of what they're saying. They wanna go on a date. They want somebody to treat them to a date and treat them like this, and they want to be worshipped. They want to be worshipped, like it's almost like idol worship. They want to bathe in that attention. And while they're at it, they can get a free meal out of you. Well, isn't that something? And then once they get the free meal out of you, that's when the ghosting begins. See, you were only there to provide a free meal. Once the meal is got, then there's no more reason for you. There's no purpose for you. And this is the landscape of the dating market right now. And then when they come across a guy that's like, yo, I'm not buying you no dinner. You want to go out to eat, you're going to buy your food, I'm going to buy mine. You put that out there in the beginning, and that's how you know what time it is, how real it is. Because as soon as you put that out, all of a sudden, like if you're talking on the phone, when you put that out, hey, let me call you back, I got to do this, I got to do that. And that's the last you'll ever hear of that woman, because you burst her bubble. She can no longer get a free meal out of you. Then she's on to the next sucker, the next simp. See how much of a meal I can get out of him. And if this guy takes her to McDonald's or you know, some low grade place to get something to eat, she might still order something. I don't know. Some of these women are that trifling that they'll eat anything if it's for free, because they don't want to have to give anything. They just want to take everything and blame everything on the man. They don't want to be led. They think they want to lead. Until the doo-doo hit the fan, then it's like, oh my God, you know, I need a man to fall back on. No, you don't. The fact that you want something for nothing puts you in a situation that you're in. So swim in the river of doo-doo that you created for yourself. This is why a lot of these marriages are falling apart. People are finally starting to see. Especially the guys is just crystal clear right now. This woman never was down for me. She waited and was plotting and planning behind the scenes. The whole ceremony in the beginning wasn't for the man anyway. It never is. That's the Cinderella syndrome that a lot of these women suffer from. They want to feel like Cinderella with the glass slippers. You know, and got a whole pageant, a whole ball, and after the wedding, then everybody goes to the banquet to eat, and we dance and we party. And then once all that is over, once that day is over, the transition begins. You go on your honeymoon, go, you know, wherever your wallet can place you at. Let's say you go to Hawaii or the Bahamas or something, and you have a nice little time. See, this is the sequel to the banquet, the whole Cinderella pageant. That's the sequel. But see, once the sequel is done, and once you get back to reality, once you get back home, that's where the preparation for the divorce forms in the back of a woman's mind in today's society, especially in the Western Hemisphere. Because the whole time she knew she wanted to get something for nothing. And you were the tool that she can get that out of. And you allowed yourself to be placed in that situation. Because in your mind, you look at the whole thing differently. You know, you're in love. You're not thinking about the business aspect of the contract you just signed. The business aspect, before you even signed that contract, you had an option and an obligation to yourself as a man to at least make her sign a prenup. But a lot of you guys are I'm so in love. This is like the perfect moment. I finally found my soulmate and blah, 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 this and that. None of that has to do anything with a contract. Contracts don't give a damn about your lovely bliss that you have going on. The lovely wedding and honeymoon that you have, and you're so in love. Contracts don't care nothing about that. It's a piece of paper and ink on that paper, period. And it's never in favor of the man. When it comes to family court and all that, no, it's never in your favor. It will always be against you. But you have to start recognizing these women for what they are and who they are, especially the ones that don't want to put anything forth, but they want everything. Just look at the basic concept, like the basic dynamic of a relationship, man and women. A man can be rich, and he meet a woman, maybe she work at McDonald's or something. But because of the vibe of the personality, that can actually turn into something. But it would never, if it's the other way around, it would never happen. Because women are not built like that. They want something for nothing. It's never their fault. The accountability is never theirs. It's yours. And you should be able to take it because you're the man. Oh, when it adversely affects the man, we're supposed to be able to take it. But when it comes down to a woman having to accept accountability, oh no, they want to revert. Oh, I'm a woman. No, I'm not supposed to do that. A lot of these women will destroy themselves, and you won't have to do anything about. You won't have to do anything one way or another. They idolize horror culture already. It's like all of them making this big whoop-de-whoop about Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, their little song or whatever. Haven't heard it, don't care to, and if it's up to me, I will never. But these are their idols. All of a sudden, it is better or more admirable for women of today to be a whore than a wife. All of a sudden, that's the cool thing. That's the in thing. That's the it thing to be. Who can be the biggest whore? Listen to female rappers nowadays. What do they talk about? Their brain capacity as far as the subject matter that they can talk about is very limited. It all surrounds one thing. My crotch can do this, my crotch can do that. Look how it smells, look how it tastes. I can do this, and with this I can rob men and take advantage of them. Their whole careers are based around that. Songs, everything. Their whole ideology is based upon that. That's why I have no respect for female rappers today. Because I can go to a strip club or a brothel and hear the same crap. At least in that situation, I know the atmosphere I'm in. I know what to expect. I chose to be in that atmosphere. It is what it is at that point. But if I'm sitting courtside at a Lakers game, I don't want to see no obese, nasty looking woman with a cut off t-shirt surrounding her butt, wearing a thong, shaking her butt. You don't work for the team. The only women that should be wearing a thong, shaking their butt, are employees of the team. I don't want to see that crap from people in the stands, especially somebody that look like you. You want something for nothing. You want the perfect man, but you don't even want to get in shape and stay in shape. What part of the game is that? That's not chess checker. That's not chess or checkers. That's sideline loserville. And that's exactly what a lot of y'all gonna get, because when you want something for nothing, you're gonna attract exactly what you're looking for, whether subconsciously or directly. And all you women out there complaining about you can't get this guy and that guy, and a lot of y'all singing the same song. Y'all want a rich guy and this and that. Okay, you want a rich guy. Have you ever stopped to think about what that rich guy wants? Does it matter? Not to y'all, because y'all want something for nothing. You want the rich guy. Okay, the rich guy comes along. Somebody gives you the rich guy. Well, what about shouldn't the rich guy have a choice? I'm sure he wants something too. And I'm sure he wants more than your repackaged, old, ran through vag. That if you lean down and he says, hooty hoo, it'll be an echo. Anyway, that's just my quick thoughts for tonight. For all you ladies out there that want something for nothing, good luck with that. Because a lot of guys are waking up, and right now is at the point that y'all gonna get nothing for nothing and be left out, left on the sidelines to wither up with your old ran through vages. Anyway, I'm out. It's Red Blizzard swarming again. Later.